Hey everyone, it's Stefan Verster here, and I wanted to share with you how to enter orders into Airtable. So a lot of you have had questions on how we can get orders into Airtable for end-to-end, and I wanted to run through a few examples with you. So it should help you get your first orders entered into Airtable. So first thing, I want to make sure that I am in Airtable. When I go to airtable.com and log in, I should be able to get to this screen. If you cannot get to this screen or you haven't logged in yet, you'll need to set up an account, and there's instructions on how to set up an account. The next thing I want to do is scroll down and find the project that I'm working in. So you'll see here there's a number of different Airtable projects that we have. In Edmonton, in this case, we are working in E2E Alberta. So I want to find the E2E Alberta project base. These are all Airtable bases. Click on it, and it will bring me into that Airtable. So the first thing you want to look for is, are you in the customer info tab? As the sales team is entering in orders entirely in the customer info, and we'll be going in down here and entering in all the details as we go through. Just as a quick overview, wiring team details. So this is something that we fill out when we go and dispatch to our wiring crews. And you'll see here what's in scope, what's been dispatched, and any notes from the wiring team. And then over on this tab, we have business park COIDs. So right now this is not filled out, but essentially there's 6 COs that we are operating in. That I sent out in the cheat sheet, currently in Edmonton. So back to the customer info tab. So I'm going to go and check in my EOD. So I've just made a sale earlier today. I've set expectations. I'm now at a point where I've completed my EOD, and I want to make sure that this is entered into Airtable. So I have a complete EOD entry here. And now I'm going to use this information and transfer it into Airtable. So first I want to create a new record. And when I create a new record, I expand it here. You can see the last record entered was number 11, so I'm going to be number 12. And I can expand it here to get a nice drop down. Again, click the little blue button to open up the view. So first thing I'm going to be entering in is business name. So if I go back, the business name for my first order here is Chinese Outreach Christian Fellowship. So I'm just going to copy that and paste that into here. Second, I'm going to put in my name. So just find your name here, and you should be able to click your name. Again, the last record in Airtable was 11, so I'm going to be record number 12. Any notes. So it's important when you're entering in notes to provide any additional details regarding that premise, regarding the customer, any details on when the customer is going to be ready. If the customer is ready for install ASAP, I'm going to write that in here. So in this case, we're dealing with a FIN MTU. So I just want to make it clear. I'll just make a note, FIN MTU. Customer is ready for us anytime. Between 9 and 5. So that just means we can go out and complete the next step for a FIN MTU anytime between 9 and 5. Next, I'm going to want to be entering in the business address. So we're at 9210 95th Ave. 9210 95th Ave, Edmonton, Alberta. There is no unit number on this one. Street number, so just to break it out, 92110. Street name, 95 Ave. Vector, that's just direction, so northwest, northeast. In this case, there is no vector. Street type is AVE. City is Edmonton. Contact name. So this is your key decision maker. In this case, it's Lucy Lopez. So let's put in Lucy Lopez's name. Contact number. I got her phone number right there. Customer availability, again, 9 to 5, any day. Sale date. So this is the date in which I'm putting in the sale, so that's May 22nd. Route classification. So if it's OBD, NGM, in this case it is OBD. Premise type. So SBU, SFU, SXU, MTU, so just check your knock sheet. In this case it's a FIN MTU. So I'm going to go MTU. Network classification, FIP, FIN, FIR. In this case it is FIN, so I'm going to type in FIN. SBS, TBS. So TBS is larger accounts, SBS smaller accounts. In this case, this customer is SBS. COID. So over here on my knock sheet, it's in Bonnie Doon. I'll enter in Bonnie Doon. FSA 1011A. Current drop type. So when I was on site, I was able to check and verify that this is aerial. Pre-wiring required. So I want to go in and select any of these that would apply. This requires an inside wiring from DMARC to modem. So essentially, for a FIN MTU, it's an inside wiring from the DMARC to modem. Fiber is already in the building, and there's no drop required in this case. Outside wiring considerations, fiber is already in this particular MTU, so there's nothing to select there. Inside wiring considerations, if it's longer than 150 feet, ceiling's higher than 12 feet, drilling through concrete, inside wiring expected to exceed 6 hours, so if it's a really complex job, or rooftop access. In this case, there might be more than 150 feet of wiring, so it's a longer run. Win-back migration, so in this case we have it down as this is a win-back, so I'll just type in win-back. Oops, type in win-back. Products ordered, so it's HSIA and voice over copper. We have 2 local lines and a fiber 300. RGUs is a total of 3 RGUs. Agent portal install date. So when I've gone through and entered this into CSR agent portal, the installation date came back for May 31st. Agent portal number, so that's my CSR install number I have right here. So I put that in. Salesforce case number, so I have my tracking ID. I'm going to put that into here. And we're done. Everything else will be completed by our end-to-end team, so NCID, circuit number, all these other details will be completed. And once the order has been actioned and completed, you can refer back to Airtable to see if any of these boxes have been checked for your customer, and you'll see what the current status is for that customer. Thank you for watching. That's been a tutorial on how to enter a sale into Airtable for end-to-end Alberta. Thank you.